Thermal power plant base electricity energy transformation in thermal power plant. Thermal means heat energy. Here fuel coal is used. So coal is burned, it produces the heat energy. In the boiler coal is used to produce heat energy. Now after boiling the water a steam is produced. Here you will see in this diagram, here fuel means coal is inserted and water is heated here in the boiler. This water produces the steam and steam is passes with a high pressure on the armature of the generator and generators produce the electricity. Now here the steam again pass into the cooling tower and it again cool down and converted into water, and this water is recirculated with the help of pump and again is heated with the help of coal in the boiler. And similarly this steam also falls on the armature rotates and electricity is produced. So you will see the flow chart here, how chemical energy is there in the coal. When coal is burned it produces heat energy, that is thermal energy. This steam is produced, it has a kinetic energy. This steam falls with the pressure on the blades of the armature, it converted into kinetic energy, and this kinetic energy is converted in the generator as a electric energy. So this is the total method of electricity produced in a thermal power plants. Better understanding, see one video, you will understand how thermal power plants are working. Now how electricity is produced in a thermal power plants.
To understand the working of thermal power plant, thermal energy based electric power station. In this type of electric power station, the turbine is rotated using steam. For this purpose, water.
Now you will see here in this diagram, this is the boiler, so water is filled here, so coal is burned and it produces heat energy. This heat energy of coal is used to heat the water and steam is formed. After boiling water steam is formed. So this steam is passes into this pipe and this steam falls on the turbines. So due to the high pressure the turbines are rotating and the axle of the shaft of the turbine is connected to the axle of the generator. Inside the generator there is a coil and magnet, and this generator produces electricity and this electricity is transported. Now this steam again collected into the tower, cooling tower, it get cooled and again converted into water, and this water again recirculated with the help of a pump. So this is the method of production of electricity from coal.
Is heated in a boiler using the thermal energy released due to the burning of coal. The steam formed from boiling water builds up pressure. The hot high pressure steam is passed over the blades of the turbine. This causes the turbine to rotate. The turbine is connected to the generator. Thus, the generator also rotates and electricity is produced. The spent steam is converted back into water and the water is recirculated to the boiler. Having learned the process of generation of electrical energy using thermal energy, can you now draw a flowchart to depict this process? Come, let us quickly draw it and revise this process once. The energy of fuel coal is used in the boiler for conversion of water to steam. The steam released from the boiler is passed over the steam turbine to drive the turbine. The spent steam is sent to the system for converting steam back to water, which is again supplied to the boiler for conversion of water to steam. Let us see what happens next. The steam turbine being connected to generator starts rotating and produces electrical energy. Isn't it easy to memorize? Since thermal energy is used here to generate electrical energy, such power plants are called thermal power plants. In thermal power plants, the chemical energy in coal is transformed into electrical energy through several steps. Come, let us glance over the intermediate steps of the energy conversion. Chemical energy in coal is changed into heat, that is thermal energy, which is converted to kinetic energy in the steam, which is further converted to kinetic energy in turbine, which is eventually converted to electrical energy. We all know that coal is used as an energy source. But have you ever wondered, from where does coal get its energy? Coal gets its energy from the sun. Plants capture solar energy during the process of photosynthesis and form carbohydrates. This energy gets trapped in the plant cells even when they die. As time passes, this solar energy present in the dead plants eventually gets converted into chemical energy and gets stored in the form of solid coal. The most important element in plant material is carbon, which gives coal most of its energy. We learned the process of generation of electrical energy in thermal power plant. But the actual power plant consists of many machines like pump, condenser, etc. Thus, it is necessary to study the schematic diagram of thermal power plant. Come, let us see how is it. From the schematic diagram of the thermal power station, we can see the connections between boiler, turbine, condenser, generator, etc. Here we can observe that there are two types of towers. Do you know what are they? Come, let us know about it. After combustion of coal in the boiler, the emitted gases are released to the atmosphere through a very high tower. Once the turbine is rotated using the steam at high temperature and high pressure, steam temperature and steam pressure decreases. This steam is then converted back to water by taking out heat from it, that is by cooling it. The cooling process is done in the condenser using water in the cooling tower. The water in the cooling tower is circulated through the condenser. Heat energy in the steam is given to the water and the steam condenses back to water. The heat absorbed by the water is then released to atmosphere in the form of vapor and heated air through the cooling tower. In this way, spent steam is reused. That is the reason steam is used to rotate the turbine in thermal power station. Let us now see some major thermal power plants located in it.
Now there are some problems are regarded also about the thermal power plant. That is, the main problem is the air pollution due to burning of the coal that result in the emission of gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, which are harmful to our health. Along with the emission of gases due to burning of coal, soot particles are also released into the environment. This may cause serious health problems related to respiratory system. There are some major thermal power plants in India, in the state Madhya Pradesh, Gujarat, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra. Yes, and they are producing megawatt of electric energy. Which are these? See.
India and their capacity. In the state of Madhya Pradesh, there is a thermal power plant having capacity of 4,760 megawatt in Vindhyanagar. In the state of Gujarat, there are two thermal power stations, one having capacity of 4,620 megawatt and another having capacity of 4,000 megawatt. Both the plants are located in Mundra. In the state of Chhattisgarh, there is a thermal power plant having capacity of 3,400 megawatt in Tamnar. In Maharashtra, there is a thermal power plant having capacity of 3,340 megawatt in Chandrapur. Although thermal power generation is a major way of electricity generation today, the process causes certain problems. Come, let us discuss about these problems. Burning of coal produces gases like carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, and nitrogen oxide, which are harmful to health. In addition to it, soot particles are also released into the environment due to burning of coal. This may cause serious health problems related to the respiratory system. The reserves of fuel used in this method, that is coal, are limited on the earth. Therefore, in future, there will be limitations on the availability of the coal. After a detailed study of thermal power station, let us now study power plants. Power plant based on nuclear.
Now, this is the total study about the thermal power plants. Next time, we'll study about the nuclear power plants, how electricity is produced in a nuclear power plants. If you have any doubts, please ask me. Again, I will explain how electricity is produced in a thermal power plants. Thank you.